jump right into it. So we're gonna move into our segment, real or fake. Either this is some real shit or some fake shit when you hit. All right. First one. Cardi B is racist, calling a black woman on Twitter a burnt cockroach.
Rome, you answer that.
I mean, this is some real shit.
Speak your speech, nigga.
No, excuse me. This is fake. I'm not gonna say that she's racist for calling her a black woman. The only reason I'm gonna say she's not racist is because I know who Cardi B is. I know how cats speak in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just jump and call her racist just because she said this girl's a burnt cockroach.
Yo, fool, speak your speech.
Oh, that shit fake, B.
Ooh, why?
Well, one Cardi B is black, and if you're black, you can't be racist against your own kind.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's black.
This is this.
And she's
hold
black.
on.
And she's black.
Yo, when I look at Cardi B stopping anybody from going to schools. She's stopping people from moving into neighborhoods. She's stopping people economically. Nah, she's not doing none of that.
I got you.
She's just an ignorant ratchet. Yo, that's it. So she give you her ratchet perspective. You know what I mean? You're gonna get ratchetness from a ratchet. That's why I'm at with it.
What you think, Steve?
I think it's real, and the reason why I say it's real is because in the terms of being racist, as I'm a system of oppression that can keep somebody from getting a job or anything like that. Of course not, but it is internalized racism. Even if she was Black American, whatever, she's a person of African descent who looked at another black woman and said, you know what, in order for me to hurt you, in order for me to target your specific insecurities around being a black woman, I'm going to talk about your complexion and I'm going to compare you to a roach. So she looked at her, she said, I'm looking at you and I know what your insecurities are as a black person, as a person of African descent. I'm going to target those specific insecurities and use them as a negative. So, we people talk like that in the hood all the time. You burnt roach, nappy head nigga, all that other stuff. But when you do that, you're regurgitating these very negative opinions about blackness, and you're insulting somebody by targeting their blackness. You're
perpetuating,
and you're perpetuating like these very, very negative perceptions about black people, and it shows like how you've internalized those things. Now, another thing too about Cardi B being ratchet. Cardi B may talk real ratchet, but I listen. The thing about it is, people think because prose isn't purple, they think because people don't use $5 words that they're stupid. But if you listen to Cardi B is not a stupid woman. She's not. She's not a stupid woman. If you listen to what she's actually saying instead of listening to how she's saying it, you'll understand that she's not a dumb person. She's not a stupid woman. And I don't like that. That's her person. She doesn't code switch. She chooses not to code switch, but she's not a stupid person. So I don't think that she's doing this out of some complete total ignorance. She's doing what a lot of black people.
So in other words, ratchet ain't an excuse, Rome.
I don't think she can code switch. I think those are the words.
I think she can code switch.
Let me say this.
I think she can code switch.
I've seen too many grammatical errors in her speech.
I'm gonna say real and fake, and this is why.
He said real and fake.
Because I don't want to contradict myself. Because I remember in the past we had this conversation, is microaggressions the equivalent to racism? I said they're completely different. You guys said, nah, it's all the same shit. That's racist. So I'm like, based upon this argument, I think Cardi B is fucking racist. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because this is saying, you know what? Because you're black, right? You're less than. So to call a person
what did she call a light-skinned chick burnt roach?
I let you rock, let me rock.
I'm just
saying. But she didn't, though. That's the difference.
And dark-skinned people talk shit about dark-skinned people all the time.
You're assuming bullshit.
Huh?
And then second,
I don't know.
I'm
I don't know what burnt means. I don't know the connotation. You gotta know the connotation.
Listen.
Well, hang on. Let me let G finish because
once I found out about this shit, Rome was in my whip. I literally had that Bodak Yellow in my playlist. I removed that shit. I was like, yo, if this fucking woman don't apologize to black people, I ain't having it. French Montana, right? He called some shorty nappy headed, right? And he tried to defend it too, like, yo, this is how people talk in the hood. But what happened when he got on that Breakfast Club? His Moroccan ass, his Arab ass apologized. Cardi B better fucking apologize. I don't give zero fucks. You know what I'm saying? So to me, y'all can say what y'all want, but it's almost the equivalent of fucking being called a moolie or an eggplant. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you call a black person a burnt roach? What does that mean? You see what I'm saying? Like, why burnt?
Okay.
And what color is a roach?
So what?
Alrighty then.
What type of roach? Would
And the
you
thing
like
about
to
it is, you should
alrighty then.
hold her to the same standards as you hold Kodak Black.
Exactly.
I'm all for like.
I don't
all
hold
for
Kodak Black to standards.
Everybody.
Yo, listen.
That's just me. Like, I think Kodak Black ain't shit for talking shit about black women. I don't think I think she ain't shit for talking shit about black women. Even though she is a black woman.
This thing about
I co-sign 100.
this thing about black
that's
people
real.
holding like celebrities who are obviously uneducated. Just
Why do you
because
say
She is
Cardi
not.
B
because
This
you-
woman.
Hold on.
She's not uneducated.
All
She's
these
a
rappers,
college
come on.
dropout, like
Yeah.
a lot of people out there.
Yo,
She's
all right.
not
Yeah.
uneducated.
Yo, hold on.
I don't
If
like
you wanna
saying
give it an
uneducated.
Fool,
educated
let me say
card-
one thing. Cardi B was on VladTV.com, and they literally asked her about colorism, and she literally said, "I've dated black men in the past who have told me, oh, I don't date black women." She goes, "That's weird because your mother is black." The fact that she could say that, come on, bro, that ratchetness, that, oh, she's uneducated, that's an excuse.
Yeah, but
she knows better.
Listen,
She knows better,
ask her what
bro.
the Fibonacci sequence is. She don't know. Yo,
Not understanding like random trivia doesn't make you.
no. Yo, this is my point, dog. Like, she's a hood chick who said some hood things. I don't think her intention was to be racist. I think her intention was
if
just
her
to be
intent-
disrespectful.
Yo,
If her intent
that's how
wasn't
I
to
see
be
it.
racist, then she should apologize.
Nah, she was. I think, she just
shouldn't
unloaded this
apologize.
chopper. This girl got in the way. She caught it. That's how I look at this. I don't
She
think
got
she
the
was
brrrah.
trying.
Okay, so Rome.
I don't think she was trying to be racist.
So Rome,
I
if you
can't
was
call her
hold on,
racist.
but Rome, if you was being like a dickhead,
Yeah.
to a white person, and a white
Right.
person just out of nowhere called you a nigga or a moolie,
See, I can't
are
jump
you
to
gonna be
nigga.
like, well, I was the asshole,
Well,
so
that's
therefore
blatant.
it is
Nah.
what it is?
No.
But
But in the midst of conflict,
But if he said Monday,
I'm not looking for this other person to do anything and speak nice to me. You know
nobody
what I mean?
likes
Like,
Mondays.
So I guess I'm just like, she was just unloading. This chick caught it, whatever.
Hold
Her
on,
cockroach.
so
It's not
so
that-
it's okay to unload with racism or sexism.
Yo, if you're gonna leash anger out
I mean-
on
So
somebody,
So you're saying? So let me get
You
this
got
clear,
what you got.
fellas.
We're
If I
talking
get
about
into an
conflict
argument,
and anger,
if
but
I
go
get
ahead.
into an argument with a sister, and then she's yelling at me, and I just say, you know what, fuck you, bitch. That's completely fine because we're in an argument.
Wait, but was she being a bitch?
Hold on.
nah, but
Yo,
you gonna say
what's
what
the
you gotta
context?
say.
Answer the question, Rome.
You gotta say what you gotta say.
What's the context?
So
I'm allowed to
speaks, right?
I'm
Yeah.
allowed to call a sister, a brother.
So
I
then,
I'm
are
not
you
saying that doesn't
so
mean-
now,
I
so
call
now,
anybody bitch.
I get into an argument. So then, let's say
Anybody can get it.
So then, let's say I get into an argument with a dark skinned sister, and I call her a black bitch.
Mhm.
You're saying that's
Okay.
completely fine, right? Because
No.
we're in an argument.
See, you're getting me wrong. None of that's fine. This is in the midst of conflict, anger, and heated discussion or whatever,
So,
right?
so you're saying
So if I'm
not
trying to be
obligated
disrespectful,
apologize.
I'm not looking for you to be kind at all. You know what I mean? You're gonna say whatever you want to say to dig at my skin.
Yo, come on, son. This is crazy.
I'm just
So
not calling
when the
her
emotions,
racist.
Nah, I mean,
when
but
the
that's
emotions
besides the
die
point.
down, when the
Was the
emotions
comment-
die down,
whether
are
the
you guys?
connotation-
Hold on, sir. When the
the
emotions
comment-
die down, are
yeah.
you now saying, you know what? I see the error of my ways, but hey, it is what it is. What I said was the past.
Yo, all of us need to work on our cheat, dog.
Come on, son.
You know what I mean? We all need
I
to.
think
You gotta work on,
Son.
work on that namaste.
with Cardi B, it just highlights a larger issue within our community, and I think that if the thing about Cardi B is that I agree with people like putting her up on a higher pedestal than Amber Rose because I think Amber Rose is just a doofus, but like Cardi B isn't a stupid woman. She's not. She's not a stupid
Absolutely
woman.
not.
She may say quote unquote ratchet stuff and ratchet accents, but she's not. She's not a stupid woman. She's very aware of how the world works against women, specifically black women. She has a better understanding than that. So I think if she still is going to post herself up as a poster child for that, she should understand why that was problematic, especially because she's a woman of African descent, especially because she's a black woman, tearing another black woman down by targeting her blackness. I think she should apologize. I think she should be like, yo, that was really fucked up of me as a black woman to target this woman who I'm assuming was darker than her because that's who you call burnt roaches. Don't nobody
I
ever
think
call
she is Azalea
a
Banks.
light skin, exactly. Bald-headed, edgeless Azalea Banks. Like she could have made fun of all that shit about Azalea Banks being crazy, everything like that. But she made fun of her being dark-skinned. She made fun of her complexion. She made fun of her skin color.
So if I call,
Yo, hold on. Let me
Hold on.
say one more thing. Yo, fool, you fucked up.
what?
Because you fucking called her black. You
She
like
is
one
black.
you like these motherfuckers
Yo,
that
yo,
you
Ron,
a Tyrese.
hold on.
You a
Hold
Tyrese
on,
ass
hold on,
motherfucker.
hold
You know
on,
why?
hold on.
Hold on, let me finish. You know why?
Can you
Tyrese
pull
was
up
like,
her-
hold on.
Can you pull up her lineage?
Hold on,
for
time
us,
out,
yo?
time out, time out.
Can you
Cardi
pull up
B's
her
Time out.
lineage.
Hold on,
Can we
time
pull
out.
up Cardi B's
Hold on.
lineage?
Let me finish. Tyrese was the same one. Like, oh, my black queen talking about his wife, right?
Yeah.
And then come to find out his own wife was like, nah, yo, I'm not black, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hold
Even
up.
though she's half black, she doesn't even identify as black. So
you
to
gotta
me,
identify, or you
yo,
gotta,
yes, bro.
Yo,
I'm not gonna
Yo,
give.
I'm
I'm
going
not
by
gonna
the word-
wave. I'm not gonna
Yo.
look at everybody. Oh, you got one drop black. They
Yo,
say
one drop.
80% of white people in the United States have a black ancestor. So you saying all of them are black?
Yo, listen.
All right, then. So
Racism-
stop that.
racism
You know what I'm
is
saying?
social
Stop
construct
that.
thing
I'm just
first,
saying.
dog.
Respect
I mean,
yourself,
I gotta.
I understand it's a racial
have
construct.
to-
So if it's a racial construct, it should be up to the person to identify.
No, not racial
up
construct.
to you.
Social
to-
construct.
I agree.
I mean-
race is a social construct. Excuse me. Pardon me. However, because it's a social construct, you leave it up to that person to identify. You see what I'm saying? Not you. You can't just look at people like, oh, yo, because they got a little tan, yo, therefore, oh, she's
No,
black
it's
like
not
me.
the tan,
She's
dog.
black like me.
I don't
Yo,
know.
she's
I
Trini.
think- I
She's
think-
Trini, dog.
Yo, she doesn't identify as Trini. And plus,
Well, it don't matter.
Trini
She's
is not a
Dominican.
race.
Listen.
Trini is literally a nationality.
Okay,
It's not a race.
Guys.
You're right.
So what are you saying?
But I'm saying she got
I
African
found
ancestry,
out
dog.
why everyone should wear headphones so they can hear me when I say, hey. I just wanted to hear what Steven had to say. He was trying to get a word in.
Worse, you just cut me off, son.
Yeah, because y'all were going back and forth. You know what I mean? I just wanted to quell it down a little bit.
Here's the deal. Like, I could understand the idea of like not wanting to force an identity on somebody, but 80% of white people having a drop of black, like that's. I mean, people bring up that argument, but that argument is sort of bullshit. I mean, Cardi B. You know,
then
as
if
a
you-
woman of African descent, do you think that she faces the same issues as like a white woman who has a drop of black? In her
Hold on, nah.
She might have
the
some
reason
racial
why I brought
issues
that up.
she faces.
Hold on.
So Logic's not black
giving.
then.
No,
hold
but
on,
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying,
giving-
but what I'm
Hold on,
saying
hold on,
is,
time out.
I
I'm
still
not
think
giving none of them that black pass. I rarely even give biracials the black card. You gotta literally tell me I'm black. And I go,
Wait. So
cool.
real or fake? Is Logic black? Because that motherfucker look white as shit.
but he
But does he
identifies as black.
Huh?
He identifies as a black
He is
person.
black. You see what I'm saying?
He
That's
doesn't
how I
identify
roll.
as
He
black. I assume he
identifies
does.
as black.
No,
therefore
he wrote
is.
a whole song letting
Oh.
people know that he
That
identifies
he's
as a black
okay.
person.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
But what I will say is but the thing about it, even if she identified as like, oh, I am a black woman, and she said that, it's still problematic. It's
Well,
still
true.
problematic.
I mean, she's Dominican. We know the history of Dominican Republic and how that goes. That
Understandable.
They were indoctrinated into not believe. I know Dominicans darker shit talking about I ain't black.
Yo,
Darker than me.
Facts. Yo, just
Darker
like
than
we
me.
know Cape Verdeans in Upham's Corner that will tell you up and down that
I
they are
am
not black,
Facts.
that they're fucking
Yeah.
Portuguese, or that they're fucking.
Look at Amber Rose.
They're like, oh,
she
I'm
Cape
Cape
Verdean.
Verdean. Well, she's
Yeah.
half, but
She's half, but still.
you know what I
That's
mean?
half-
Like to me,
She's
that,
half of a half.
that should tell you
Even-
something. The history of biracials, mulattoes, Creoles, right?
Yeah.
Yo, they have a problematic history, and so for us to be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, they with us. They've never been with us. So to me, they gotta. To me, it's like, yo, pick a choose, right? It's like, yo, are you black? Are you white? Are you biracial? Pick your squad.
Pick your
If you're not
squad.
gonna say you black, then you not black to me. You
I'm
see what
more.
I'm saying? Whatever, man. Whatever.
Nah,
man.
I mean, I feel you because it's
I'm a
like,
mom.
what are you
Yo,
calling
that's the
yourself
problem
black
with
for?
black folk. We try to rap so many people that don't give two fucks about us. Lead them be. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B, Amber Rose, whoever else. They don't want to rap black. All right, peace out. Go to your fucking. Go back to DR with that
Go
shit.
back to
I
your
mean,
light, your light skin
but
ambiguity.
can we? I mean,
go somewhere with your racially ambiguous ass. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I sort of agree with that, but then I sort of don't agree with it. And the reason why I sort of don't agree with it is because we often forget that we have people in our family trees as Black Americans, Haitians, whatever, who pulled the same shit.
And them
Who
motherfuckers
pulled
got
the
problems.
same shit.
And
Like,
I will tell you,
everybody was talking
them
about
motherfucking Negroes ain't shit either. You know what I'm saying?
Remember Loving? Remember that movie Loving?
Loving.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
movie about like they try to play it off as this beautiful interracial romance. That woman didn't identify as a black woman. She said that she was Native American, and I know plenty of black people, Black Americans, who do the same shit.
Oh,
So
we're
the
gonna do a
problem
show on
is,
that,
the
though.
thing
There's
about
a
it-
history on that too, though.
But the thing about that,
some of them are really natives, though. Or not
have you
natives,
actually
I'm sorry,
looked? Have you
indigenous.
actually looked at the genetic
It's
information
not about looks.
that?
It's about history.
No, I'm not
It's
talking about
history.
looks. I'm talking about like the actual genetic information that says like what like 1 out of every 10 black people has like maybe less than 2%.
He knows. He doesn't care.
ancestry.
He doesn't care.
What?
But anyway, even if you do,
if you know,
there is a history of black people, as in people of African descent, who have very negative perceptions of blackness. And that manifests itself in many ways. Sometimes it manifests itself as I'm not going to identify as a black person at all. Or sometimes it identifies itself as I am a black person, but I'm going to associate anything associated with my blackness, my hair, the way I talk, my skin color, with all these negative things. So whether she identified as black or not, even if she identified as a black woman, she still has there's still a huge problem with what she said, because she's a woman of African descent who chose to look at another woman of African descent and say, I'm going to insult you by targeting your insecurities around your blackness.
I could give it internalized racism, and
and it's a problem. And the thing
it
about
is a problem.
too,
I mean, colorism in the community is a problem. I can rock with that.
So look, right there, I'm gonna stop and go on to the
But
next.
this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I don't think that was her intention. I think her intention was just to be.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter by intent, bro.
No.
If your subconscious is racist,
Listen.
then you have to check your subconscious. You see what I'm saying?
I'm here.
It's just like when people are drunk and they start fiending for
So you
white
can
girls.
label her a racist.
I'm just saying.
So you can
know what I
label
mean?
Cardi B a racist off of those actions.
Huh?
So she's labeled a racist off of those actions.
I'm gonna say this. If you hold on now, if you're asking me,
Is Cardi B a racist?
no.
Okay, that's all. I
However-
don't think she's a racist.
However, that comment was racist. So I will leave it at that. That's why hence I said it was real and fake.
I'll leave it there. I can rock with that.
Yeah, we go.